Pisces, welcome to your monthly reading for August. I hope you all are doing well. Let's jump in, see what August has in store for you. I do offer personal readings, so if you need to book a reading with me or want to, the information is in the description box alone or below. I don't even know why I said alone. Oh boy. Okay, let's see if that has anything to do with your monthly reading because I don't even know why I said that, but it's below. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get into this, Pisces. Okay, bear with me. All right. I'm not normally this much of a mess. All right. For Pisces for the month of August, please. Maybe you need to have a little sense of humor, going into the month of August. Maybe July has been really rough, like the rest of us. So going into August, maybe you need to just, laugh a little, go a little easy on yourself so that you can lighten the energy up a little bit, okay? Okay, let's see here, Pisces, for the month of August, please. Oh, something already flipped. Look at this. I really am a hot mess here. Okay. Forgive me, Pisces. I usually have myself together here. Okay. I promise. Okay. I'm taking shelter. The answers are within. Okay. Again, you may need to take a little bit of a lighthearted attitude into here. Okay. So maybe I will be the start of August being a little bit lighthearted because you can kind of, giggle a little bit and laugh at my messiness here and my inability to kind of get myself together here. Okay. Look professional. But this thing, take shelter, okay? So maybe something significant has been taking place, or maybe there's some interchanges taking place that are evoking a little bit of emotions, maybe making you feel a type of way. Maybe you don't really know what direction to go in, but this is saying this may be a time to really kind of go into yourself and take shelter so that you can become more clear. Maybe this is a time where you need to take a step back from some of your, normal doings that you can do besides, your day-to-day things. You can kind of maybe take a little bit of a break. Maybe the summer's been really busy for you, and now it's time to just kind of take shelter and, maybe just kind of tend to the little things at home, okay? So this is just taking time to really go within and find out what new direction to go in, okay? This is allowing things to process. Let's keep going further, but so far so good, Pisces. Okay, I have the waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, and claiming your place. Okay, step into your power, Pisces. You are a powerhouse. Okay, so this month here in the month of August, it's saying take shelter, but know that you are powerful. Okay, I know that you can, do a lot and you can create a lot and you can be a lot, but slow down a little bit. Okay, you still need to take time so that those creative energies and juices can kind of, build back up again. Okay, so whatever it is you're doing, whether you've been working really hard, you need to take time to rest and relax, even though you're very capable, very, go getting and achieving all your goals and doing things. It's just saying, hey, take time for rest too, so that things can settle down, so that you can then begin to kind of sift through the rubble of things, of what, you've kind of been doing already. And maybe now getting an idea of what you want to time and put your time and energy into for the future. Okay. Let's go further into this here, Pisces. But so far, everything looks really good. I don't know what it is with your reading, Pisces, but geez. I think you guys are trying to give me a hard time. Maybe you like to watch me kind of be a little bit foolish here, okay? So I'm glad to be your form of entertainment today. I have connect to eternity within. Let yourself be held by love. Okay, Pisces, let yourself be held by love. I know that you're strong. I know that you're capable. I know you can do hard things. You're clearly, in boss energy. You got a lot going on here, but you need to take time to really love yourself. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Take time to really take note of how far you've come, how much you've achieved, and where it is you're going. But make sure that you give yourself that love. Maybe you have a family to take care of. Maybe you have, friends that you really help out, or maybe you've been working really hard at work and helping your boss out. But it's also saying, hey, make sure that you take a step back and take time for yourself as well. Okay. Show yourself some love here, Pisces. Okay. I have the uniter. I know love has come to unite me with my beloved. Oh, okay. So maybe this is a time to get a little bit clear on what kind of loving situations you want to bring into your life. Okay. So I don't know if you have anything new. Maybe you've started, entering into the dating scene and you're starting to kind of talk to people and really find out what it is that you like, what you don't like, and starting to get really excited about it. Or maybe this is asking you to open up to this, okay? Maybe you've been in hermit mode a little too long, okay? So maybe it's the opposite of what I'm saying. And, maybe you haven't been busy all summer. Maybe you've been housed up a little bit. Okay. Maybe you've been so exhausted from work and all your other responsibilities that you're just kind of like, laying on the couch and, laying under the AC and cooling a little bit. But maybe this is just saying, hey, maybe you're starting to open yourself up to something new. Okay. So this is saying that, we can be open up to new relationships of every kind, whether this is friendships, whether this is a new pet, whether this is family, siblings, whatever it may be. We need to begin with ourselves. Okay. So when they're saying to love yourself first, nurture yourself first, it means make sure that you're loving yourself, honoring yourself, and opening yourself up to that love from a place where you're already loving yourself. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the overall energy, Pisces. But so far, so good. Let's take a look. Ooh. I don't know what is with your energy, but I love it. Okay, I have the King of Pentacles coming out here. Okay, so maybe this is, the overall energy of just saying you need to get grounded. Maybe I need to get grounded here. But this is saying get really grounded. You're very capable. You are very good at achieving things. Whatever it is you're doing in your 3D life, your real world, you are rocking it. You're in a boss energy of the King of Pentacles. He knows what he's doing and he knows how to make his world go round, how to build it to his liking, and how to maintain it. He makes things look easy, okay? So here it's just saying, I know you guys can have a little bit of a dreamy, lofty kind of energy, and that's great. Be a dreamer. You do you. Dream big, okay? Because you can clearly achieve it with the energies that are here. You need to, slow down a little bit here and take some time and rest for yourself, but get very, very grounded. So maybe this is why. Maybe you've been kind of in that achieving your dreams kind of goal, and you've just kind of been dream, 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 and floating off into space a little bit here, okay? So, it's asking you here in the month of August to really get grounded, bring some of those dreams into, getting them grounded into reality, okay? So, it starts with those dreamy dreams, and then it goes into the mind, gets processed, and then it goes down into getting grounded into the energy to become, real into the 3D realm, okay? So this is saying turn those dreams into reality now. It's time to get grounded and get some working on some of those projects, some of those goals you've got. Let's take a look at the beginning of August and see how we kind of enter into the month here. Your cards are jumpy, Pisces. You might be very ungrounded because I cannot get myself together here. You're going to be like, I'm never going to watch her readings again. She's a hot mess. Okay, here I have the Hermit and I have the Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is just another card of kind of taking shelter. This is saying you need to get grounded, okay? I know you're spinning wheels, you're spinning tires, you're making those dreams come true, you're just dreaming up everything, but you might be getting a little lost in space, okay? So maybe your hot air balloon is getting lost up in the clouds and you're headed off to space, okay? So this is saying that you need to take time to really go within and get grounded and open yourself up to whatever these new things are going to be, these new cycles, these new changes, these new experiences you want to have take place. You need to process some of the old, take time to sift through that rubble and find the jewels within those experiences so that you can then move them into the new dreams and experiences you wish to create into the future. But in order to do that, we just can't keep going. We can't just close out things or end things or move into new cycles, one after the other, and just kind of keep going, hopping, cycle to cycle to cycle. It really calls for us to kind of go inside so that we can then kind of cull through those experiences and take the wisdom and knowledge from it and really hear our inner selves to what we really want to put our time and energy into. Because being a dreamer energy, you guys can kind of get lost in the sauce there where you can begin to dream, but then you have this dream and then that dream and then this dream and then that dream, and you just kind of get a little bit scattered. And in that scatteredness, nothing ever really comes into form, okay? So what they're saying is get very clear, get very quiet, and get into your own energy so that you can hear your intuition and follow your direction on what is worth your time and energy and investing into so that the wheel can begin to turn in your favor to bring it into fruition, into the real time. Let's take a look at the middle of August here. I have the Empress. Again, this is just another energy of what I was just talking about, okay? The Empress is a beautiful energy of creation. This is saying that all of those beautiful, those dreams, those seeds that we're planting, we're now going to be able to bring them forth, okay? In the energy of the Hermit, it's kind of like a time of gestation, if you will. It's where the seed begins to kind of germinate and then begin to sprout and then incubate. And then when you get the energy of the Empress in the middle of the month of August, it looks like things are really going to be able to come forth because you're going to know exactly exactly what to put time and energy into. Which of those beautiful little seeds and those plants have now sprouted that are showing promise that you can then invest in and birth into real life here, okay? So this is a beautiful energy to be in, Pisces. Just don't get lost in floating up into space with it. Really ground them in so that you can bring them into your reality here. Let's take a look at the end of August and see how the energies are coming in. I have the Four of Pentacles here. Okay, again, this is just another card of getting very grounded, okay? So again, go ahead and dream. Go ahead and go into that gestation period, birth forth those new creations, but then don't get yourself kind of stuck here, where you're just kind of doing the process over and over and over again continuously. This is saying build that solid foundation. So whatever creation it is that you do end up bringing forth here in August, in the middle, kind of toward the middle of August here, again, be fluid with these energies. They can kind of play out however, even though I'm tapping into specific times, they're very fluid and different for everyone. Everyone's on a different timeline, okay? So go easy on this and just take it as you will. But here it's saying at the end of August, it's saying make sure that whatever creations you do bring into real time, you're making sure to lay a very solid foundation so that whatever you continue to build upon it lasts. Okay, you need a solid foundation for whatever you're building in order for it to be successful. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time because you're going to build, it's going to fall. You're going to build and it's going to fall. And you're just kind of wasting your time and energy spinning wheels and getting nowhere. Okay, so let's take a look at some advice for you, Pisces. I have the King of Wands. Again, this is just a go-getter energy. This is a very fiery energy. So this doesn't surprise me. This is bringing those dreams into reality. The King of Wands is a go-getter. He is a business guy. He is a creator. He knows what he's doing. He's, got a energy about him that just people are very, very drawn to. So whatever it is you're looking to create and bring down into real time, you will be successful. So enter into that beautiful fiery energy of confidence and know-how and know that you can achieve these things and bring them into real life and make them last, okay? So tap into that fiery energy of the King of Wands and get some things done here, okay, Pisces? You've got what it takes. Let's take a look at what's hidden here, maybe something you're not seeing. The month of August. I have a few here, okay? I have the Tower, I have the Five of Cups, and I have the Fool coming here, okay? So the advice is saying that, whatever has fallen down, okay, whatever has crumbled that may have disappointed you. Again, July was a very significant month of closing out cycles, okay? So it wouldn't surprise me if you've had a lot of changes taking place, maybe some sudden changes, changes you didn't necessarily expect that, brought a lot of disappointment and sadness into your realm here, okay? And so maybe you're just kind of focusing a little bit on this grief, or maybe you're just ignoring it altogether because I don't really see them in the energy here. I see you in kind of this dreamy, airy state where it looks like you may have, if you've had significant, endings that have taken place here, significant change, you might be falling into a place where maybe you're in a little bit of denial. And I say this in the most loving, kind way, okay, Pisces? But this is just saying, hey, you still need to take time to process. This is why they're asking you to kind of take shelter, to take time to process all of those things that have, ended for you, okay? Things that have left you really disappointed. Acknowledge the fact that they left you disappointed. Acknowledge the fact that you're sad about it or frustrated or upset about it. Acknowledge those emotions so that you can then begin to shift your focus into what is still there and where you're going, not where you've been, okay? So don't look back, Pisces. You're not going that way, okay? So here's the Fool card where it's asking you, take these new leaps of faith. Go into the new. Look at these changes, these things that didn't work out as blessings, okay? Don't look at them as losses. Look at them as blessings, okay? Because whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. It will never fall away from you, okay? So it's just moving you into a section where you can clear some space so that you have room to build something new, okay? We can't just, build new things and have new opportunities and things come into our world if, we're just bogged up with a bunch of junk and people and situations and things going on and drama and whatever, then we're just kind of clogged up and nothing new can come in. So in order to clear space, we have to be able to get rid of things that are no longer in alignment with us. Okay, so this means that you're growing, you're expanding, you're going into a higher timeline, which is going to prove more fruitful for you. Okay, so to see this again as the opportunity that it is, because it really is, and you have everything you need. You're a dreamer. Pisces, dream and bring those things into reality, ground them, and know that you can make what you want happen to happen, okay? Have confidence in that here. Get in that King of Wands energy. You can do this. Okay, let's take a look at what you don't see coming in the month of September so we can take a peek, okay? So in the month of September, I have the Queen of Cups here, okay, Pisces? So again, this is entering into a little bit of your realm. This is a little bit of that dreamy energy where it's saying, you know, I want to be fulfilled here. I want to take time to take actionable steps here with the Knight of Pentacles toward things that are very heartfelt to me, things that bring me joy, things that make me happy, things that are fulfilling to me. With the Queen of Pentacles, I'm sorry, with the Queen of Cups here coming out, it's an energy here in September where you're going to feel very fulfilled. So if you take the advice of this reading here and ground in some of those energies, process some of the old, you know, grief and sadness and things that came to an end, see them as opportunities, you're going to really be able to feel very emotionally fulfilled here, okay, in all that you're doing with the Queen of Cups here in September. So everything looks really good, Pisces. Thanks for seeing me through to the end here, even though the beginning got off to a little bit of a rocky start. Maybe that is a sign for you to say that, you know, things are a little bit ungrounded right now, and maybe they're going to get off to a little bit of a rocky start, but things are looking really good. August is going to play out, and things will just get better and better and better as the month goes on. Believe that you can do these things. Believe that you can create a new life and a new energy, and see this for the opportunity that it is to create a beautiful, abundant, emotionally fulfilling life for yourself, okay? Whatever this may be, Pisces. So I hope you found this reading to be helpful. And until I see you again, take care.